that just shows that the fish is a little bit older. The inside is another big one, right? This looks decent. What you wouldn't want to see is any like belly rot. You see that up there? You wouldn't want to see any discoloration, right? This looks good. It's still real firm in here. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Just not so happy about the eyes and the gills. This is okay. This is pretty good, springy. That means that there's quality meat underneath that skin. That's all good. The aroma is slightly fishy. Okay, ideally you don't want to smell any fishy smell at all. It should just smell like the ocean, like fresh fish, okay, like fresh seafood, ocean-like. All right, the other side, no lacerations, same thing. Looks pretty decent. Okay, so what we're going to do is go in and we're going to take this side off. Not the easiest task. Okay, it takes a lot of practice to cut on salmon. The first few that you do out like in the industry, this is how you do it. Okay, you want to feel for that gill plate again. This one's a little bit different. We're not going to do this down here. We're going to go in and take the whole side off in one piece. So we're going to come in right behind the gill plate right here, okay, where it's firm. And you're going to cut right behind this pectoral fin. We're going to cut down into the head, okay? And then when we feel the bone right along that ridge, we stop. We're going to angle the knife the other direction by twisting it, okay? And then I use the head, right, as leverage. You going to be okay?
I need to go and make sure I'm up to date on shots, and I might need
up to date on shots. Like parvo or just temper? Okay. All right, so then we're gonna cut down, right? And you're gonna hear pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop is the pin bones that we're cutting through. We wanna angle the knife down. All right, stay right along that spinal cord, all the way down, 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 down. I can always re-grip down here. And then angle the knife up and out, okay? And then what we'll have is a nice looking side, okay? What you look for is that you hit this all the way down, okay? Now, any of this extra, right, because your knife can't bend to get into all those little nooks and crannies. But what we can do from here is we can scrape that little bit of meat out with a spoon, okay? And I think I have a spoon. Look for a spoon right in the pocket in here. Look in the middle pocket, I think there's a regular spoon. I think I saw it. There it is. So I would take this spoon now and come back and just scrape. You see how I get that extra little bit for like maybe salmon, like tartare or salmon cakes, or if you want to use that for sashimi or then I get that side nice and clean. Cool. So what we'll do is we'll move into the next step. There's a sheet pan over there. I'll grab it. I'll have you guys put this on it. Alright, you're going to take this. Put it on the table. Or the fridge. Over there. Alright. Okay, so the next step for this salmon, all right, would be to pull pin bones. So we can take the belly off, or we can pull pin bones next. Either one's appropriate. Just a little bit of belly here, and there's some bones right along here. Okay. So what you can do is using a nice long like pull in one motion. Right. If I do one like swooping motion, I can always go back and then start to peel out this belly. Okay, and then I can come back, because that's got a lot of bones in it, and I can come back and trim that up so it's got a nice look to it, right? This right here is mostly just fat, like belly fat. Okay, this is also good for like salmon cakes, because you can poach this and then it becomes shreddable. Then you can bind it with egg and breadcrumb and form cakes. Okay, so we don't throw that out, we want to hold on to it. Okay, the pin bones, the ones that you heard pop, 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 pop all the way through, are from here to about here. All right, and they follow each fat seam. So you see a seam, and you can lift them up. If you can see, I'm lifting these little bones. You see them? There. Another one right there. All right, so what we do is we start down here, and I usually use a rag for this. And I'll take a pair of tweezers, right? And what I want to do is I want to find the pin bone, feel for it with my hand first. You can start anywhere, so here's a good spot. And I pull towards, see them come out. All right, and there's one every seam. Notice I'm pulling towards the head this way. All right, if I were to pull the opposite direction, look what happens, it rips. See how it rips? So I don't want to go that way. I want to pull always towards the head. All the pin bones out. Some people take this piece of cartilage out. You see the little bit of cartilage through here. So what you would do is just kind of, I usually just take this thing and go like this. Cartilage comes out because it's got a little texture to it. That's something that we would not save. The rest of it I'm okay with. All right, and now let's say we want to skin it. So I want to take the skin off. It's the same technique that you did for your tilapia. You just start at the tail, get down to the skin. All right, once you get a good purchase on it, you grab a hold of the skin and skin comes off. Salmon is skinless, okay, and then we go into cutting it into portions. So is there a scale over there?
I have a scale.
Yeah, okay, that'll work. Do we have a trash can for this skin? Trash can over there. Put those two cutting boards together right there and lay the salmon out on it. Let me see that. Scale's fine. They can be digital. Do a right there is fine. Zero it out. It's gonna get salmon on it. You okay with that? All right. So what is that weigh? 6 ounces.
Whole salmon on 2 cutting boards.
So you can see that we're just cutting these into nice size pieces that we can put them up on the grill or in the pan. All right, these are what you guys are going to be cooking. From here, what you would want to look for is, appropriate to tail piece. Usually you do a full weight on that. It's a little over a pound, 8 ounces for each, essentially. So if I did that and then just trim that little bit off the tail, I can give someone a nice and then they're about the same size. So what did I end up with this? I ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fillets that are dinner size portions. So, pick a number 1 through 12. Good deal, you're up on that. How did you guess the number I had in my head? That's amazing. One over here.
Yeah, man.
All right, so on this side, are you right-handed or left-handed? Right-handed. All right. So on this side, I lay the head off the cutting board so that I can cut the same direction, right? So what we'll do, grab that white knife right there. You're going to come right behind this, and right behind that. I'm going to show you where the cut's going to be. Hold on, I'm just going to draw that. It's going to go right down through there, right down to the head. Do not cut too hard down here because you don't want to go through. Okay, so you're just going to go right back up. So not somewhere like here. So you just angle your knife down a little bit. So you're going into meat.